Travis, do the intro.
Huh?
You do the intro.
Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me gather my thinking.
Okay.
Keep this whole thing in.
Of course.
He's got to think. We got to give him this luxury.
He's gotta have some space.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Goopcast. I am your Mr. Host, Travis, and I'm
And you're joined by Hugbox, Cooper, and Carson. Wow.
Wow.
There you go, Travis. Good job. That was clean.
Hell of
dude.
an intro.
Alright, so today, boys,
Yeah,
we're
how
gonna
you
talk about... Huh?
What? I'm sorry. I was.
You gonna say how you're doing? Because I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
We just went to our weekly routine of Monday Night Football.
Oh,
Down at the
yes.
Ye Olde Pub with all of
Oh
our
my
favorite boys
gosh.
from down on the town.
Can you believe the Saints pulled that off?
I can't believe the Saints Raiders did the sports time.
Could you believe that the birds threw that ball that way?
We completely accidentally went to a sports bar on Monday Night Football, and
It was
it
incredible.
was really funny.
I know my sports shit. All right, listen. The fact
barely.
the fact that I spent barely, excuse me, you are so dumb and stupid.
You are so angry that you have
I'll
no
have you know,
knowledge on sports.
That's not true. I have so much knowledge on sport. Listen.
No, he was talking about baseball and football was on the screen.
No,
He
I
was talking
wasn't.
about runs.
That was Noah.
This guy was straight up talking about runs
that was
while football was
just Noah.
going down. He was
Noah
talking
was
about.
doing this.
He said to me, he turned to me in the middle of the football and he said, "That's the third down. Why isn't the inning changing?"
That
He
was
said that
you.
to me.
You said that. That's what
Those
you
are not
said to
words
me.
that came out of my mouth. I'm sorry.
they are.
You're just fabricating.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
so today
Well,
we're gonna talk
I'm not
about...
done talking about sports, Cooper. Stop
Okay,
trying
keep
to
going.
shuffle things along. We're
Oh
not
my
done here.
gosh.
Listen. Okay, so for your information, viewers, I played fantasy football for years of my early childhood to young adult life, and I know a lot about sports. So I went into that bar, that pub, that pizza place, and when the Saints versus the Texans were on, and the Saints were about to pull off a sick comeback and win the game, I was so into it. And I turned to these fellows, and I started commentating what was happening. Drew Brees was going down the field, and he lined up a sick, like, field goal for his kicker. Like, what? What are you
It was
snickering
like a field goal. Well, it wasn't quite a field goal. It was like one. You know what I'm trying to say? He lined up this sick,
Why are you making fun of me?
like a field goal. He lined up a sick like a field goal. The people
Why are
didn't
you-
think that he could pull it off. The people didn't. But
Why
he
are you
did it
making fun of me?
Wow,
because
I love
you're Carson
sport.
and I make
I
fun of you.
love
That's what I
sport.
do.
That's really mean.
That's why I'm on this podcast.
I mean,
It's time for nuts.
I was gonna say was, anyways, the Saints won, and I knew what was happening, and I was making jokes about it the entire time at dinner. And these three did not let up, berating me
Anyways.
for my sports knowledge.
Anyways, thank you so much for rating 5 stars on iTunes. Oh wait, we don't do that. Wow.
We should get that on iTunes.
We should.
Yeah,
you know what I bet is on iTunes? Sports.
Sports. It wasn't the fact that you knew so much about sports, Carson. It was that you were saying every single thing that was happening on the screen in monotone, like, the entire time. Like, for a good 10 or 11 minutes.
It wasn't monotone. I was not monotone.
Drew
Maybe
Brees
I just
has
toned
the
it
ball.
out.
gosh,
Drew Brees
wow,
is
that
moving
was
down the
so
field. Drew Brees
cool.
is intending to score a
Mr.
field goal.
Brees
Mr.
is
Brees
doing
is
it.
proceeding
I
to
did
the
it-
extraction
I did it
point.
with
Mr.
more
Brees is
flair.
preparing to score.
You can't even
No, you
act like I
didn't.
didn't do it with more flair. I
I
said
must have tuned it out.
I said Drew Brees is going down the field. Oh, he's gonna need his timeout here. It wasn't monotone. I had a variation to how I was saying things. I did.
Not the
Monotone sounds
faintest.
like this. Monotone sounds like this. Okay.
Not
It's
the
just me.
faintest semblance of human
Monotone is
expression.
just me talking like this.
You were
the
like a
entire
text
time,
to
and I'm
speech.
just-
You were like a text to speech casting the sports game. I felt like I was watching a Counter-Strike event.
Why are you making
Goddamn.
fun of me?
I'm not.
It's gaming time.
Anyways, we're here to talk about what it's like living together.
Yeah, I hate these guys.
Yeah, fuck these people.
For anyone who
No.
doesn't know, the four
I want
of
to
us
move out.
the four of us currently live together in a house.
Yeah.
House.
Some would call it a house. I would call it a crack shack, but that's just me.
Yeah. So listen, before we get into all the semantics, okay? I
He doesn't
me
know what that word
and
means.
the boys, yeah, Travis probably does not. Me and the boys had a very hard time finding a nice house because we are all 21 or younger, like between 18 and 21. We all have spotty income history. We all have either no credit or an ill-developed credit score.
for me.
Except for Noah. And so there were very many factors that blocked us from getting houses that weren't like college town type dumps that you just live in until you don't.
The kind of place that you have to be drunk 24/7 in order to appreciate your existence.
Wait. I wanna backpedal real quick. I know what the word semantics means.
What does it mean, Travis?
It means like the meaning of something.
The fine speak, the fine print, the subtext,
It's like the
the
meaning.
specifics.
That's exactly what it means. Is the meaning.
What?
The meaning of something.
Sure.
Okay,
What-
so
What do you mean? Sure. I literally Googled it just to make sure I was right, because I knew I was right.
Okay.
I hate you.
So we found a house in San Francisco, California, right? So I'm just kidding, but you can't know where we live. And it's 4 bedrooms because we're 4 people and we need a bedroom to get for our own.
I wish we had bunks. I wish we had 2 bedrooms and bunks.
I wish we
Like
had
all
one bedroom
4 of
and
us
4
live in the
beds.
same room. We'll all sleep in the same room. We'll all hear each other speak in the.
Just thinking about this is causing me
But-
pain.
No, Carson, we'll all sleep in the same room, but we'll all get our own work room to
Yeah,
ourselves.
Travis, I could never do that. I would sleep in my workroom. You want to know why? Because of your
Because I
fucking
snore.
nasal cavities, creating an earthquake every single time.
Travis
I try to
snores
sleep.
like a 747 taking off at the runway. Like we're at PAX, right? I'm sleeping on the floor. I'm laying on the ground like a serf, right? I'm just trying to bring home some crops to please my lord. And I turn over during the night and I open my ear and I hear this sonic cannon bellowing and I just hear and I'm like, oh my god! And there
Guys,
we were.
I'm a human
days in
too. I
Seattle,
have
the
feelings.
sonic
You
cannon
are
blaring.
just making fun of me.
You don't
I'm not
care,
making fun of
Travis, because I'll tell you why you don't care. Because the morning after the first night, when I said something about it, you shrugged and said, "I can't help it."
Because I literally can't. What am I gonna do in that moment?
I lay down.
Come on, Carson, tell me. Oh, let me just stop breathing for 9 hours so you can sleep.
Yes, that's what you should do.
I lay
No!
down after a long
I will
night.
perish, Carson. I will literally.
Oh, I thought my fucking computer crashed. I was like, oh my
Now he
god.
perished, bro. He's gone.
Okay, so I honestly I slept like the closest to Travis, and I was fine because I sleep through things. These fellas will get hit by a feather in the dark of night and wake up.
I
That's
lay
not
down
true.
and I hear a 70s Camaro starting up right next to my ears.
No,
And
That's what I
just for
hear.
you stands out there, I'll tell you this little thing.
Don't you
Cooper
dare.
and I slept in the same bed.
They did. They really did.
You're a fucking cucklord. We did the same thing for VidCon too.
Yeah, 2-time. We're the
Because no one else can withstand. No one else can withstand the sonic booms of a bellowing
no one
nasal
knew
cavity.
for VidCon. That was the first time I met any of you.
Travis.
And you're the only one who knew, and you didn't
Travis.
say anything
You
about
open
it.
a rupture in the time-space continuum through which the
I
sound.
am a human. I have feelings, and you're
through.
just making fun of me for 15 minutes so
Travis,
far.
that's not true. You can't even count. You cannot even count. Travis.
What do you mean?
sometimes
It's been
when I'm-
11 minutes.
Sometimes, Travis, when I'm on my computer late at night, like 2 a.m.
Don't say
through
it.
the
I know
wall.
you're.
Sometimes when I'm in my bed late at night, 2 a.m., and I'm laying there trying to go to sleep, I hear from
Okay.
across the hall. You know who that is?
No.
That might
So-
be you, my
That's you,
friend.
Carson.
Hang on,
Late
everyone-
at night,
Everyone
I hear
shut.
this through the wall.
Everyone
accurate.
shut up for a second. The people watching are probably fucking mortified that we all hate each other. Like,
We don't.
Like
we don't.
absolutely despise each other.
But this is our time to rant about each other, where we can make fun of it. and
Viewers,
laugh.
Exactly.
viewers, this is what it's like living with people.
Like anyone. It's honestly been a pretty good 2 months.
But to be fair, the only things they're making fun of me for was when we weren't in our home.
That's true.
yeah, it's true. So it's been good, but our house hasn't.
I want to move out.
Yeah,
As do we all.
we're trying to move out, but as I said before, it was the best we could get in our circumstances. But we're going up in the world, so that's a change in tide. But our
What just fell?
probably Noah's whole body.
No,
That
no,
was my
for
water
once
bottle.
it wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
I dropped my water bottle on accident.
It almost was, though. I was leaning back in my chair.
My
and I was
least
reminded of where I
favorite
could
part-
end up.
My least favorite part about this house is the lack of lights, because there are no lights in the living room, in the roof. There are no lights in Travis or Noah's room.
No,
Oh my
in
gosh.
fact, I have one IKEA light that I tripped over because it was dark and I had to find the switch for it and I ripped it in half. So now I don't even really have one light. I have like half a light and it's just stark light bulb light that is unobscured by the shade because I
then
shorn
my
it in
only-
half.
My only light bulb I have to share with my Index base station
What?
because that's the only outlet that reaches is the same base
Oh
station
yeah,
one.
dude, the outlets in this house are miserable. Oh my
So
god.
I have two
there's
outlets
Some
in my
outlets
whole
in my
room.
room don't even work.
There's
Like, what's the
some
point of the
outlets
outlet?
that don't work. There's some outlets that whir when you plug anything into them and turn it on. And then in my room, there's a few things in my room that are fucking retarded. One of my outlets has a broken bottom prong stuck into the outlet, which still works. So I am like mortified of going near that thing. And in the off chance I get fucking zapped to high hell. And then another thing is when I got to my room for the first time, there was a hole in the wall where the doorknob hits the door because these fucking imbeciles put the doorstop too low for the door somehow, and so the door would miss the doorstop entirely and plunge through the fucking drywall with the lock on the doorknob. And then we got maintenance to come in, and there was like a thing on the ground that I thought was like a rat trap or some shit, but it was just a plastic panel that they drill in around the hole. There's still a hole there. There's just plastic panel over the hole. It's bizarre.
Can we start from day one when we got here?
No,
Oh, yeah.
because I wasn't there.
Oh yeah.
Well,
no, can we
we
start
have to
from
talk
day
about it.
one? Listen, so we get here and we're pretty optimistic about the place.
I'm gonna go get some water.
We thought it was a pretty okay spot when we got here, I would say.
Yeah.
There were some things that were off though when we walked into this house for the first time. The floor downstairs was so unbelievably
dust.
caked in dirt and mush and dust, and it was just so gross. Like you could not go downstairs and feel like good about your existence.
What about the water
Yeah.
damage from the refrigerator? Do you remember that?
Oh yes. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right under the fridge was like just a layer.
A layer of scum.
It was
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. We still don't know what it was. Exactly, do we?
No.
It was a layer
But
of
it
scum
made
is
its
what
way-
it was.
It made its way snaking from the refrigerator all the way through the kitchen and into the downstairs bathroom, and then caused mold to grow inside that bathroom. So when
Which-
we moved in, there was mold on like the bottom half of the sliding door to the bathroom.
We're living the high life, you could say.
Yeah. The garage is kind of cool, but also it's really
Filthy.
disgusting. There's some
It
shit
has-
in there. Go ahead.
It has like 8 storage containers in a row on the wall, and 7 of them are entirely broken and unusable, and all 8 of them are filthy, covered in trash, dirt, and probably mold.
We also, when we got here, we were told that we would have washing machine and dryer included, and we did not, so we had to buy those. What else? The downstairs, besides being filthy, it also had we have a lot of spiders in this house. Like
We
a
have
lot
more
of
sp-
spiders.
Here's
It's
the
not
thing.
that bad, Carson. The spiders are not that bad.
Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with spiders, right? I'm from a spider-heavy area. I've been around
Me
spiders my
too.
whole life. The thing is that here, the prevalence of spiders is so high. Like, I walk into the bathroom and I walk through a web, and that's fine. And then I sit down and I just want to take a nice quiet shit, right? I just don't want to be bothered. And then I see one spiraling its way down towards me. That's fine. I don't care. I kill it. And then I see another one coming up from the sink. I kill it too. Fine, whatever the fuck. I don't care. And then I walk out of the bathroom. One hits me in the face. I kill it. What the fuck? I don't care. I walk up. I go to my room. I go to bed. I wake up the next day. There's one sitting on my face. You know what? Maybe I do fucking care. Maybe I care a little bit. Maybe I care.
Okay. Where I used to live before I moved here, my mom and I, like, once a week, like, we would go outside during the night because that's where the spiders come out, like, come and, like, and kill things, you know? And then she would, like, hold a flashlight and I would kill black widows all around the house. And I think, like, one day we killed, like, 42 in one night.
What the?
Black
Jesus
widow
Christ.
spiders.
That's way more
You were
than
just
we
doing
have.
some zombie survival bullshit, dude. What are you talking about? You weren't living a
I
normal
literally
life.
went
You were in
out-
a fucking game, dude. How did you get out?
I literally would just go outside. My mom would shine a flashlight on, like, cracks and crevices along the house, and I would just hit it with a fly swatter and kill it.
You must have a really high one-handed weapon skill. For your level, anyway.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I don't come from like a spider heavy house.
Yeah, you come from Cornville.
Yeah. I mean we
I would
had
have
like
thought there would be spiders.
I mean there were spiders, but there weren't like tons of spiders, and we kept everything. We like my dad would spray so that we like outside so that we wouldn't have
Right.
that problem. And I don't know, I just didn't encounter many. So hearing 42 Black Widows got killed in one night by Travis terrifies me.
That's not even
How?
like... That's not swatting
that's
spiders.
like-
That's none of that shit. That's a fucking hunt, dude. You went on a fucking spider hunt in the middle of the night. You should have a spotlight and a truck and a 30-06. Why were you... Why... Geez, 42
No, it was
Black
just-
Widow spiders. Just move.
No. It was... Okay.
That is
So
a
the
lot of
weaponry-
spiders, Travis.
The weaponry for that night was my slides.
your flip flops, dude.
No, my slides. There's a difference,
Okay,
Carson.
my bad.
And then my mom's flashlight, and then later on we upgraded to a fly swatter instead of my slides.
Slides. One-handed
that I could
weapon,
wear my
5
slides
damage
while we
per
hunt.
second.
That is wild. No, that's like way more spiders than any human should have to deal with, Travis.
No,
You were
100%
in
Travis.
the outlier 100%.
I hate.
That's why. Like I don't get why you guys care about spiders so much.
It's
I
when
hate-
they hit me in the face that I start to care.
Dude, there's like during the summer, my mom like woke up and then like started doing like her morning like routine to go to work, and then like she was doing her hair, and then a black widow just kind of falls out of her hair and like makes a web and is dangling in front of her, and she has to kill it.
Sometimes I just wake up and I don't even need my comforter. I go to throw my comforter off and it's not on me. Instead, it's just like a billion spiders that just scatter throughout my room.
That's not true.
It's 100% true every morning.
That's
They
not
keep me
true.
warm.
Okay.
I'm starting to.
You're
I'm
just
starting to
getting
like
ridiculous.
this place actually.
You're getting ridiculous.
I've made some friends.
There's a spider camping outside our house right now. Oh,
No,
he's gone.
I killed it.
oh,
I killed
you
it.
killed it?
Yeah.
When?
Did I?
I don't think you did. Anyways,
I don't think
there
I
was a
did.
spider camping in front of our garage door, just with like webs and eggs on the webs and shit, and we were just like mortally terrified because Cooper went underneath it one day.
Don't say that. Don't
Sorry,
say that.
Cooper and I were
wasn't
mortally
mortally
terrified.
Yeah.
Because Cooper walked under it one night without us knowing it was there, and was this close to getting that spider and its web in his hair. Speaking of which,
I knew.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
no,
the
no,
first
no.
week,
Like the bird
the
that one
first week, I think we were here. Oh my gosh, we went to a cafe by us, and we were waiting in line, and a bird just swoops down and lands in Cooper's hair.
And it was just
like
squawking like a motherfucker. It didn't even land. It was hovering with its claws there, and it was going ah, and it was just like fucking bucking its wings so it could hover. It was in an attack position. I was not prepared. I was so surprised.
You know how I interpret that situation?
How?
You know how people say when you get shit on by a bird, that's good luck?
Yeah.
I think that's like fucking good luck times 25.
You think?
Because
Well,
What-
it hasn't really been shown very much recently, has it?
what do you mean? We've had
With the
great
house and the
times.
good luck and everything.
We got the house before my head was christened by a bird's claws.
Oh my god.
Maybe the good luck is the ability to fucking move before we have to wait until the lease expires.
No, that's not good luck because we were probably gonna have to pay for it.
Cooper, we're gonna be like
Stop
in the
bringing me
car
down.
one time, and I'm just gonna go ah, and you're gonna swerve off the road and crash.
No. It didn't actually scare me that much. It was more of just like a what the fuck? Like that just does not happen to anyone.
I don't
at
know
all.
why that happened.
I just don't. I
What
don't
did
either.
did it see food in your hair?
I have no idea.
It said that's a nest. That's what it said. It said I'm
It wasn't-
moving. It said the lease can fucking wait. That's what it said.
That
It said there are
bird was
too many
us,
spiders
dude.
here.
That
Oh
bird
my
was
God.
us.
What else? Oh, I have a goblin door in my roof.
Oh, we
yeah,
still
you
haven't
do.
explored
Give
that.
some context.
So, there's an entrance to the attic in Carson's walk-in closet and my skylight. And it just kind of looks like a goblin door, and it has a lock, but from the outside, as if it's trying to keep something in. And so I just immediately was like, "That's where the goblin lives." Like as soon as I walked into my room.
Do you ever
I was
hear
like-
any growling from above you?
Mm.
Do you hear any
Only-
snickering from in there?
Only
some
Travis
snide laugh.
snoring and Carson laughing at Josh while
Shut
they watch.
up, Cooper.
While
shut
they watch.
up.
Shut up! I'm not
up,
even talking
Cooper.
about you anymore. I'm talking about
You just
Carson.
said it.
Mouth
You just said
closed.
it. No, I'm furious.
It's mostly well then get some like of those patches you put on your nose to open your nasal passage when you sleep. But Carson, I will hear you and Josh watching Video Game High School at 5 a.m. and laughing really hard.
We've done that once.
That was the one time.
For how
I
many
heard it.
nights, though?
We did it,
And I thought it was the goblins.
we watched.
I'm just kidding. No, I sleep like a fucking log. I don't hear shit.
Dude, I don't know if I've talked about this before. I have this habit of just watching shit at late hours of the night and just
Carson, I don't
binging.
think you're the only one.
Yeah, no, but I just binge like anime or a series or something at late hours.
Yeah, as do I.
Do you?
Yeah.
You watch a lot of anime?
Not anime, just series is what I was saying.
What do you binge?
I don't know. I was watching a lot of Netflix last night.
I feel like there's just something
then-
really nice about laying in your bed at a late hour and just not having a care in the world and binging, dude.
Well, that's because you don't have a care at that night, and then you wake up at 2 p.m. the next morning.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's fine.
No, I
I-
have a care.
I live the
Say.
YouTuber life.
No, because then you have to wake up for like I don't know, and then you're just like,
Well, I don't
we have
have
to go
time
do
otherwise to do it.
well, make time, schedule better.
That's what I do. I make time by doing it late at night.
No, that's
It's
not
so
good.
it's like it's so comfy, dude. I just feel so comfy when I do it. It is one
I
of my
can see
favorite
that.
pastimes. All right.
What didn't we expect when we moved in together about each other? Personality-wise. What are we surprised about? That's what the people want to hear.
Yes, talk about me.
Yes, let's talk about Travis.
Yes.
Travis is a stoner.
No.
Travis gets
Extremely.
excited to smoke weed.
I don't get
Every
excited.
night.
Gleefully.
It's just like ooh, easy sleep. You know?
Gleefully,
Bro.
he,
That's what I do
he
for.
descends the stairs. I hear the pitter-patter of his feet. And he says, "We smoking?" Or he says, "Is it that time?" And I'm like, "It is that time."
I don't think I've ever said that.
I think you said that to me today.
so many times.
I think you said that to me at 2 p.m. today when I
No,
sparked my first bowl.
no, you were like, "Are you hopping in?" I said, "It is not that time."
No, you said, "Is it that time?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, it is." That's what I said.
Oh,
We
Yeah, I
don't
recently-
remember that.
We got a hammock when we moved in. And
Dude,
Travis,
it's
I-
so
I
nice.
Travis-
got a hammock.
yeah, Cooper got a hammock. And Travis has made a habit of going out late at night, smoking and laying in the hammock.
Dude, it's so nice. You can't
It
say
does-
any other thing.
I was literally
I
gonna
do it
say it
every
looks
night.
really comfy. I'm sure it is.
Is the best
He wouldn't know.
thing.
Hammocks are phenomenal. Yeah, dude, for a while, Travis wasn't even letting me sit in my own damn hammock to smoke. I was so upset with him.
But when you sit in
be-
that
he'd-
bad boy, whoo,
He'd be like
it's a
doing it
cruise.
fucking shotgun rules for the hammock, and it's like, dude, I bought the hammock. Let me sit in my hammock, dude. Jesus Christ.
No, that's not how it works.
That's what I told you, and you wouldn't get up. No, it's fine. I enjoy the hammock quite a bit. I don't go out there too often anymore because I feel uncomfortable in my own backyard. Because of all
use
the
it
bugs
the
and
most
spiders.
out of-
Oh, I thought you were gonna
I
say
use it
because
the
the
most
neighbors
out
that
of
are always
anyone.
watching.
Oh my god, and our backyard is set up in a way that like we can see everyone else's backyard and everyone else can see our backyard. And the houses are so close together that like every neighbor can hear everything.
Our kind neighbor had to knock on the door the other day, 2 days ago, when
During
we
the
were doing our
12-hour.
Lifelink stream because as it turns out, I was screaming "fuck" very loudly, repeatedly, immediately into his son's window. Which I understand why he was upset, alright? I understand why he was upset. But here's the thing. I scream "fuck" like literally all the time into his son's window, so I assume that he's just used to it at this point. But apparently not. And that's kind of a downside of where we're living, is that I can't just scream "fuck" at Minecraft at 2 o'clock in the morning at maximum volume. But I still do it. But it really upsets people.
It upsets both of our neighbors apparently.
And here's the thing, I understand. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I sympathize. I understand. But when the neighbors are grilling meats and stuff, listen. Their grilling meats is my saying fuck. Like, they have to just respect me and let me do it. Like, here's the thing, it might harm their vibe, whatever they're trying to culture over there. It might harm that. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't stop saying fuck. I really can't. No matter what I do, I just can't.
Yeah,
Sometimes
me
I just
neither.
blurt it out.
Me neither, man. Too much.
Travis, when you were streaming Minecraft Monday earlier and you died and like yelped, I heard it through your window into my window and also echo all the way down the neighborhood. And it was so funny because it added so much power to it. It was like you said
Okay,
it
it
in-
was. I know exactly what point it was. Oh, Carson, I think you do too.
No.
Yeah, you do. Remember when we were chilling and then we turn around, there's TNT and we blow up.
Oh yeah, no.
Huh?
Yeah. Anyways, stuff we didn't expect when we moved in together. Is there anything you guys didn't expect about me, or did you kind of?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
here's what I didn't expect about you. I didn't expect you to be Carson like as much as you are. Like to the point where I was like, here's the thing. Like I've been following Carson for a while. We've been talking for a while, right? But I was like, here's the thing. This guy, he's not going to be like this all the time. And then I moved in here and I was like, oh wow, no, he is like this all the time. That is really he's like that all the time.
Explain.
Like tonight at dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those sports. Oh my gosh.
What? Just that I bit all the time?
Yes, dude. You
Uh,
do
Like
that
the bit
not
never
all
stops.
the
Like we're having
time.
a serious conversation, and then halfway through, I'm like, "Oh, this is a bit." That happens all the time.
Like we're having a serious conversation. He looks out the window while we're driving a car. Zaza pizza, Zaza pizza. Like
no.
what do
okay,
you-
we weren't having a serious convo.
I know,
at the
but that
time.
would be something that would happen.
To explain what he's talking about, there was a pizza sign that I saw, and the light was flickering on the za at the end. And so I went, pizza, pizza, and it was funny. And I wanted to record
He's
it,
been on
but
this
we-
for weeks, guys. He's literally been on this for
because
weeks.
Cooper wouldn't turn around so that we could make a video out of it, dude. Oh, it was
He
so
It
wanted
was a
me to
once in a
do-
life.
an illegal U-turn.
No, I
To
wanted you to
film-
do a
Just for
legal U-turn.
wood-fired pizza 4 or whatever this would be at this point.
It wouldn't even
Sign
be wood-fired
gag.
pizza related, dude.
No, it's just a
Sign
different
gag.
pizza sign gag. It's just
Sign gags are so
why are
funny,
pizza
though.
sign gags your thing?
I feel like it's always pizza signs that have the worst signs.
I wanted to talk about like the first bonding experience we had when we all sat around your tiny Target carpet next to your bed in the only furnished room in the house,
Yes.
or semi-furnished room in the house, and we ate pizza on the floor. That was
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Travis-
No,
Travis
you
came
weren't.
in like a week or two later.
It was like a week. It was like 5 days, really.
5 days.
Yeah.
But
5
yeah,
long days.
the first night we were here, I had a like runner rug that was down in the floor. It's still here. Actually, no, it's downstairs. And we just sat down on it, and we got a local pizza, and we just chomped, and we were like, well, here we are.
Yeah.
And then we got back to work. That night we slept on air mattresses like kings.
You slept
You
on
slept
an
on
air
an air mattress.
mattress.
I slept on an 1.5-inch thick mattress pad in the corner of my room for 2 weeks
Oh yeah, I forgot
That
about that.
sucked.
with
I
spiders
slept in
crawling
my
all
bed.
over my naked body.
Okay, there weren't spiders crawling over your naked body.
There were. I felt them. They
Thank
would
you
wake me
guys
up.
again for helping me reassemble my bed.
Of
So,
course.
Of course.
my mom is like Great Depression type person. So, my like 20-year-old IKEA bed from my old house that I was moving out of had to be disassembled, moved, and reassembled in my new house. I could not just throw it out and get a new one for $100 to use for another 20 years. So the boys helped me disassemble
Besides
the bed.
me, I wasn't there
except
yet.
for Travis. Disassemble the bed, load it all into my mom's truck. Barely. We really struggled to fit it in there. Drive it all the way to the new house and then reassemble it just in time for pizza and then bed.
I just
And
want to
so I
bring
was
this up
the-
real quick because I want the audience to know this. There was a moment where Cooper's mom looked at Carson and then looked at me, then looked back at Carson, looked back at me, And then she handed me the power drill and she said, "You look like somebody who knows how to use this."
Did she really?
Yes. And I just looked over at Carson and I was like, "Get fucked."
I'm fine with that.
That's BM. I didn't know she said that, but
you had to
that
do
is
more
something
work
she would
than me.
say.
That's some real shit.
Okay, so yeah, I mean the status quo has basically been Carson pays for stuff, me and Noah set it up, and then Travis cooks.
Yeah, pretty much.
And takes the hammock.
And takes the
Yeah,
hammock.
dude. Don't knock the hammock, dude. It's so good.
No one's knocking the hammock.
Nobody's knocking it.
We're knocking the fact that you take it every day. Actually,
'Cause it's
there's
so
no
good.
knocking. It's just what you do. It's just facts. What else is there? It took a while for us to furnish the whole house because it was dead empty and none of us brought anything besides my bed. So we had a very barren living room for a long time. And then we, all in one foul swoop, we had a TV stand and a TV and 3 Big Joes from Walmart.
To explain what a Big Joe is, a Big Joe is a little tiny beanbag chair that almost doesn't fit you, but does.
It's really just what you need if you're moving into a place and you don't have any seating yet, because it is incredibly cheap and is like throw aroundable.
I looked
Really?
at a Big Joe, and I'm pretty sure that when I looked at it, a tooltip popped up that said it was level 1. That's what it felt like.
Really?
It felt
That's what
like
it felt
level
like?
1 seating.
Yeah.
It really was. It was great.
Now we have a sofa, some real beanbags, a really nice like long chair. It's like a
God,
love
that chair
seat.
is bliss. Okay, before I moved in here, I did not know thrift shopping for furniture was a thing, and now it's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, it is a thing. It
Because-
is a thing.
We thrift shop so much shit in our house. Our dining room table, it's so perfect for what we need, because like we're just fucking like gamers. Like we're not trying to like invite people over and
We're-
have an impressive
We're
looking
straight
house.
up, all right, we're straight up impish savages in here, okay? We're not trying to set up some ballroom. We're not trying to set up a dining area. We're trying to set up a watering hole. We're trying to set up, dare I say, a feast corner. That's what we're trying to set up. We're not trying to set up a nice dining area.
So we bought like a still decently nice dining room table, but it was like clearly had years of wear from like many generations of of offspring. And so we can just beat the fuck out of it, and it doesn't even look any different than when we bought it. And it came with dining room chairs, and then we bought better dining room chairs, so we just got like flimsy wooden chairs everywhere. We bought an amazing, like, what kind of chair is that? The one with the pillow thing?
I have no idea. It's
What
a
is
cool
that
chair,
called?
though. It's comfy.
It's called office style.
No, it's like a wavy kind of chair. Like
It's called groovy, man. I don't know what it's called, but all I know
It's-
is that it's an amazing chair.
it's like almost 2 people can sit on it, and it like is kind of sloped like a lazy boy, but permanently, and it like you can lean back in it, and it's super comfortable. We also got a 1920s record player standalone.
Oh, yes.
Which
we
is like a
did.
giant wooden thing. It looks really intimidating. I posted a video on my Instagram and my Twitter of it playing the Minecraft vinyl really poorly because it's from the 1920s and has no depth.
It's not made to play modern records. It's not
It's
made to
not.
play any sort of modern record. In fact, it shore off a layer from the record as we played it.
Did it really?
Yes, it did. Those
Oh,
records are
fuck.
not meant to be played with metallic needles like that. No. It was worth it for the meme, though.
Wait, are they not usable now? The records?
No, they're still usable. I'm gonna get
okay,
I'm gonna
good.
get a different type of needle for it.
Yeah, we gotta just like get an actual record player,
Yeah.
put it on
yeah.
top of it. But apparently the resale value on those things are fucking astronomical. So that's
I made like a
That's fucking
$1,300 profit on that thing apparently because I was just like, this is cool, I'll buy it. Then I looked them up and they were like worth like way more than I thought they were. was crazy.
It
Thrift
is
shopping.
crazy. And then you got two really cool 1930s like giant maps, like one of Europe and one of the US.
Yeah, I really like those. They were like big canvas maps that were just on the wall of this place for like $100 total for both of them. And I was like, how could I
Yeah.
not buy these? And I can't believe that they're $100. Like they're fucking huge. They take up my entire wall.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Yeah. It's worth your money. If you're gonna get furniture, thrift shop it. Consignment. That's what you like to see. Cheap,
very cool.
good stuff.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I want to fucking rant about this. So the sprinklers don't work, obviously. And so when looking for a hose nozzle, I found one that was under like a sill for cooling pies, I guess, right outside of our kitchen, that is wooden and like eroded and drooping off of the wall when we moved in. And there was a hose spigot right under it, and then it just doesn't work. And so I called maintenance asking about it, and they sent someone out, and then they found our actual hose spigot that works, like laden in brush and bush off to the side where I could not see it before. And apparently that hose nozzle that I was looking for, or that I was asking about, was eliminated, is the wording they used.
No, terminated.
Terminated the hose line, or the hose line. And if we wanted to fix it, it would come out of our pockets, obviously, and it would entail tearing out the wall. So I don't know who the fuck decided that was a good idea to even install it there in the first place, if it was eventually going to get terminated. But all of our plants died because there was just no way of watering them for a long time.
I looked out upon those shrieking, withered souls, and I wanted to do anything I could to save them. I watched the grass die before my eyes, and I said, this is the fault of those that came before. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
There was literally nothing we could do. We just had to watch all of our plants die. I was out there in the sweltering heat, watering them with a trash can. I took the bag out of a trash can and I filled that thing with a tap, and I was dumping trash cans of water on our lawn. Nothing would save it. There was nothing I could do. I was forced to watch them die, all thanks to the termination of the people that owned this house before us. And I'm still livid.
And on that note, let's talk about Youtooz coming out.
Yeah, that's a good segue.
I want you to buy the Call Me Carson Youtooz, and I want you to put it through the most grueling torture you can possibly imagine. And I want you to film it, and I want you to post it on your social medias.
That is something.
That is exactly what I want to see. The Youtooz getting waterboarded with a ripped off piece of a napkin.
when is this episode actually coming out?
I have no idea.
It's gonna be the 16th. I don't know. Whenever this comes out, anyways, my Youtooz is dropping on the 20th. It's gonna be a limited sale, and I'm actually really excited about it. If you don't know what Youtooz is, it's a little YouTuber collectible. It looks like a Funko Pop, pretty much.
Except without the soulless beady eyes.
Yeah, without the soulless beady eyes of Funko Pops.
It has an appealing design to look at.
No, like I'm actually genuinely excited for it to come out. I don't know how it's gonna go. I think it looks cool. I mean, you guys have seen the design, right?
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's got
all
wood-fired pipizza on it. No, don't say it's okay. You gotta, guys. You
I
gotta.
haven't seen the wood-fired pizza.
You guys
edition.
gotta
Send it
talk
over.
all about. You guys, come on.
You want to give me some of the
fine,
profits,
Carson.
gamer?
I'll buy one and I'll melt it so I can watch you burn.
It's a good product. You
Yeah.
should check it out.
Been working on it for a while. There's free
Do I
shipping.
get paid for that plug?
There's free shipping everywhere around the world.
Uh-oh.
What?
I actually don't think I can say this.
Okay, there's free shipping around the world.
Misfits have one. The Pyrocynical has one. Quackity has one. All your favorite YouTubers, and now me. It's exciting. I'm excited. Anyways, go buy my Youtooz on September 20th. It's actually the same day as the Area 51 raid. Are you guys excited for that? Are you guys excited?
I'm excited.
I feel like someone is legitimately going to get shot to death.
I was about to say I'm excited to watch people get mowed down for absolutely no reason.
I so hope that doesn't happen.
I'm not excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm not excited at all. No.
I hope everything's okay on that day. It could turn very ugly. But it's a good meme
Don't actually encroach on government property that has orders to shoot on sight.
I mean,
it is just not smart.
Don't say that. I mean, if you're gonna encroach on government property where they're gonna shoot at you, okay? Like, if you're gonna encroach on government property, all right, what you want to do is you want to go to the perimeter of the fence and you want to get one of those cans of those instant rust things and you want to spray that in a circle so that you can easily break through the fence.
Are you curious why you're on watch lists, Noah?
Listen.
Because this is why.
I have a wide-ranging, broad field of interests, okay? There's nothing wrong with being interested in many things.
Why is so much of it against the establishment?
It's not about the establishment. I'm just interested in things. I don't have a problem with the establishment. In fact, they call me Mr. Establishment.
That's not true.
No, they call you Mr. Entertainment.
Every single time
they call me that too. Establishment, entertainment. It's pretty easy to confuse the two. All right.
We bring up any corporation, you're like, these sons of bitches.
When have I ever said that?
Literally every single time.
And
we could pick any corporation that isn't your favorite gun company, and you'd be like,
listen, don't fucking talk about H&K, all right? Don't bring Heckler and Koch into this.
Oh, shit. What else can we talk about the house?
I mean, we're pretty much done with the house. I think it's interesting living with you guys, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we knew this going in, but you learn so much about people just by, like, being near them every day. I feel like we know each other a lot better now.
Definitely.
Almost too much.
Like what never mind.
We get frustrated with each other a lot more than we used to, because I mean, we have that day-to-day interaction that can cause frustration with each other, but even
it's
then
never long-term frustration though. I think in general it honestly like strengthened the long-term relationships between us.
Absolutely.
Just like little things, when you live with people, little things cause like 10-minute arguments that you completely forget about. It's just how it is, unless you don't talk to them at all.
In
which case you just let it build and bottle it up until you just strangle each other.
I've never lived with people that I actually like or know.
You don't like your family?
My family.
Okay.
Besides my family,
oh my God.
I lived in like a school housing thing, and I didn't know any of my roommates. I didn't care to know because I was fucking depressed. And I just like stayed out of everyone's way as much as possible, and like never left anything around to bother people because I just didn't want to fucking talk to anyone.
Yeah, I lived so independently when I was in school myself. I mean, not like completely independently, but it's so different from living out here. Because when you're living in a dorm, you don't really, unless you get a really shitty roommate, you don't really have to interact with them that much.
Yeah, that's true.
The worst thing I had to deal with, well, even then, so my roommate, his name was Jared. Jared was a quirky fellow, but I really enjoyed living with him. There were just funny things, like he would sleep through all of his alarms, and then I would just like smack his bed, and he'd be like, huh? And then he'd go back to sleep, and I'd be like, Jared! And he still wouldn't get out of bed. So I'd have to knock him multiple times, and then he'd go to class. And sometimes he would just sleep through his alarms and not go to class. And shit like that was hilarious to me. But and then there was just moments that were really funny. Like Jared would mostly not like play games with anyone besides his family, but he was always gaming. He was just mostly a single player gamer, and that was so strange to me. I've never experienced that because I feel like playing games with people is so much fun.
It's such like a social experience to me. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I would have not like played games past the like 1 month I was introduced to games in 7th grade if I did not like discover the absolute heavenly experience of having someone else to game with or
Yeah.
multiple people. It's so much more fun.
Also, Jared would like pull up math. He'd start doing homework, and then he'd start getting frustrated. I'd be chilling on my computer, like the other side of the room, and then suddenly I just hear, "Oh, what is this? Wait,
Oh, dude, I did that. I did that at my math homework all the time. There'd be points where I'd smash my fucking desk because it was no. I have a real reason though, because it would be online math homework,
Yeah.
and I would fucking get the answer perfectly right, and then you'd enter it 3 times because you'd have like 3 chances of doing it, and then it'd mark the question wrong. You have to like load a new question with different numbers, and then when it would tell me the fucking answer, and it was like 1740.00, and then I'd put in 1000 the same shit without the .00, and it'd be like I just wasted 45 fucking minutes of my goddamn time to get it right and then get it wrong, and I would fucking smash my desk.
Aha, you guys had to do online math.
Did you fail math?
No? Math was my best
History.
subject. Yeah, you didn't have to bring that up.
You brought me up.
No, I didn't. I was just saying that you had to do online math, and you just were like, oh, you failed history. For no reason. What the heck, man? You have to throw me under the bus like that.
You're throwing my online math pain under the bus.
Travis,
It was
sometimes I feel like you and I are like mirrored versions of each other, skill set wise. Like when you describe your like what you did in school, I'm like, holy shit, that is just the opposite of how my brain functions.
What do you mean? Like
when
what?
you're just like, oh yeah, you know that math, oh it's super easy, yeah, but history. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, what are you
honestly.
talking about? I'm like, you just have to know people's names.
How's math?
Dude, that's the hardest part.
How is
What
math
the
easy
fuck?
for you? How is math easy for you? I don't understand.
What do you mean? You just 2 + 2 = 3 equals easy.
Well, that was a joke, but like, I'd have to really work at math to be able to like succeed
Like
in it.
what? Like what?
Like I'd have to like spend a lot of time to learn shit and
Nah.
like remember formulas and stuff.
Nah, I never did that. I was always pretty good at that.
Yeah, I know. That's
I was,
why
you
it
know,
doesn't make
guys,
sense.
I was always just the best, you know, like
How was
nobody
writing
else really
essays
had to
for you,
know.
Travis?
I was.
Travis, how was writing
Essays?
essays for you?
It was more on the harder part, but I always passed.
Essays were super easy to me.
Essays are so easy.
I hate you guys.
I used to do a bunch of
That's
shit
how it
in
feels,
school,
Travis.
and
The
I
worst
get done
part
with
of-
my schoolwork and say, you know what, I'm gonna write a YouTube video, and then I was like 19, and I was like, wait a second, I'm just writing fucking essays.
Yeah.
God. True story.
The hardest part about writing essays was the works cited page because I never knew how to format
Ew,
it.
that's disgusting.
Dude, works
man.
cited is a relic of old.
Y'all don't
Who
even
fucking
post your
cares?
shit into the bottom of the document and feed it into Noodle Tools.
Okay,
What did you
Roll-
just say?
roll
You
that
guys
one
don't
back.
use
No,
Noodle
I know what he
Tools. That's
just
why
said.
you struggle with citation. What I do
Yeah, I used
when
to
I
use
write
Noodle
something is I
Tools.
just paste all of my links to my sources in the bottom of the document. Then I go to this website called Noodle Tools, right? And that just does all your citation for you. You just put in all the links.
Where the fuck were you when I was spending like an hour and a half doing my citation?
Yeah.
I didn't know about
Honestly.
that till college,
Wow,
and
you
that
poor
was the
soul.
I have
best
no
thing
idea
of
what
my
Noodle
life.
You
Tools is.
poor forlorn souls. I've been doing this automatically my entire fucking
Oh my
life. I've had a Noodle
God.
Tool since I was in 5th grade.
I'm so pissed. God damn it.
I think you just
If
saved
anyone
a lot
is
of
listening-
high schooler lives. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anyone is listening and didn't know what Noodle Tools was, you're fucking welcome, because I suffered through high school and like 3 years of college without knowing what the fuck that was. God damn.
You're welcome.
My life is ruined. I'm just kidding. It
Noah,
wasn't
do
that
you have
much.
any other tips
Nuda.
for high schoolers right now?
Do I have any other tips for high schoolers? Drop the fuck out. It's not
No,
worth your
no,
time.
no.
Not everyone can do that.
Everyone can do that. You'll be fine.
No, stop that right now. Do not drop out of high school.
Drop out of high school. They're just
Why
bureaucrats
is
wasting
Noah
your
doing
time,
this?
man. They're
Why
just
is Noah
wasting your
doing this
time.
right
It's just fucking daycare.
You
I
need
can't
daycare.
help but agree, Noah, but like, don't drop out.
Definitely drop
Not
out.
having-
It'll
not
force
having
you
a
to
high
do something
school-
good with your life.
Don't listen to Noah on anything.
Get your fucking hi-
me, man. It worked for
That doesn't mean anything.
It'll work for everybody else.
No, it didn't.
Just get your fucking high school diploma
Yeah,
and then get out of there.
Yeah, get your high
Wait,
school
who's,
diploma, then seriously evaluate if college is worth it for you, and maybe consider going to a trade school. It's probably gonna make you a lot more money than going to
See,
college.
there's a rational take.
That's a rational.
Instead
take.
of saying drop out of high school.
Nah, drop out of
Yeah,
high
he
school.
just
No.
you dropped the
If I
hottest
didn't dro-
take of
listen,
this.
if I didn't drop out of high school, actually, this isn't true. I would have worked as much anyway. But it really encouraged me to have a work ethic when I dropped out of high school. All right.
Yeah, but a lot of people listening to this are gonna be like, "Well, I'll just drop out and not do anything."
That's not what I'm saying. All right, look at me, listener. You can't see my
I'm
eyes,
looking.
but look at me. All right, you're looking at me.
I can see him.
Listen. If you're gonna drop out of high school, you gotta be absolutely sure. All right, you gotta be absolutely sure that you can just kick the world's ass. Okay. All right. If you're sure that you can kick the world's ass, just drop the fuck out.
I love motivation.
But if you're not sure, there's no shame in that. Maybe stick around till college. All right.
Moi.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
I just want to say I went to college for a year before I dropped out of
Remember when
college.
I told you were gonna drop out of college and you were like, no.
When did you say that?
I said that like 3 months before you dropped out of school, and you were like, no. And then you were like, haha,
Okay,
no.
where
Guess
was
what? I dropped out of
Where
college,
was
and I literally,
at that time?
I
Where was I at
cackled.
that time?
What do you mean? Where were you at that time? You were in your
Yeah.
fucking dorm, and I was talking to you on Discord. I remember it very specifically.
Yeah. How many subscribers? What was my financial?
You had like
situation?
7K subs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Of course, I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna drop out of college because literally all of my future job security at the time would have just not been there. Right?
You know where all my future job security went when I dropped out of high school?
Oh my gosh.
This
I'm
podcast
just
really is
saying.
gonna make people think that we hate each other.
That is not the case
Yeah, I
at
hate all of
audience. That
you.
is
I
not the
hate
case at
every
all.
single one of
Travis could hate all of us and we wouldn't know. But
It's true.
you. How? How?
because you don't display many emotions besides content and
you
excited.
say that. You say that. You say that, but that's just not true.
All right.
This is just my observations.
No, it's not.
This
This is
isn't
just your
facts.
lies.
It's not what is it? It's not pure facts, but it's what I've observed.
You want to talk about the Lifelink event?
Yeah.
I feel
we
like
made
we
a lot
should
of
wait.
money.
I feel like we should wait to talk about the Lifelink event with potentially Charlie
Nope.
and.
Hey guys.
You don't think so?
What's up? We're talking about the Lifelink event because I just brought it up.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out. For anyone who doesn't know what the Lifelink event was, we did a little 12-hour Minecraft live stream event.
12 hour. We could have gone a little bit
We
longer.
could've
But,
gone a
you
little
know.
bit longer. But we raised 25 grand for future Goop projects, which is huge. It's going to go so far towards helping us create videos for our new IRL channel, which if you don't know about that, we're making an IRL main channel for Goop where we're going to post actual videos rather than podcasts with us doing stupid shit that we come up with. And we needed funding for that. So I'm excited. I don't know about you guys.
I'm excited.
I am so excited.
I've been excited.
I think
Battle bikes.
yeah, I mean
Battle
we can go
bikes.
through the ideas right now that we have. that we laid out during that stream. The ones that we got, anyways. The video ideas that we got were the Zoo Bingo, and the Science Fair. And to explain what those are, does someone else want to explain them?
I'll explain them. Okay, so for the Zoo Bingo, there's gonna be, I don't remember exactly how many groups. I think it's like either 2 or 3 groups of different people going around with one or 2 cameramen per group, filming them trying to go around the park and like do specific things towards them. Like say one thing on the bingo card would be like a scavenger hunt, but bingo. I feel like so like on the card it would say like go to see a giraffe, and then something on the card would be like go to this very specific shop in the zoo, buy this very specific plushie, and then that would be, you would get a check mark for that and stuff like that.
Yeah, or do like Fortnite haha dance on
film
next
yourself
to the rhino.
doing film yourself doing something next to a specific animal or exhibit or something.
Comedy near the flamingo pit.
Yeah, so it wouldn't just be us scrambling around the park to try and do it the fastest. It'd also be like we'd have to actually do funny shit.
Yeah.
As well.
But the reason that required funding is because we have to pay for the cameras. We got to pay for everyone's zoo tickets.
And the tickets, yeah. And then
yeah. And all the
paying
work,
for people to like actually hold the cameras and stuff.
A lot more goes into that sort of stuff than you might think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to do it. I'm very excited to do it. I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and we'd have to pay to like fly out Schlatt and Ted and potentially Charlie.
So it's a lot of money. But
yeah,
but we funded it. And that's really exciting. So thank you guys to everyone who came out and supported us for the live stream.
True, big RT. Big RT.
And then the other one we definitely funded is the Science Fair, but we could honestly opt that out for the Lego race if we so choose. But anyways,
I feel like the Science Fair could be like a really big success or a huge flop. It would be really funny either way.
Exactly.
The Science Fair idea is we get everyone in Goop, and we go to like a warehouse that we rent or something, or an office building that we rent, and everyone does their own science project that they're going to present to everyone, such as you do for a science fair. So like we'll have like a trifold poster board that they'll put all their bullshit on, and it's just a whole, it's essentially just another way to do improv, but through science. And I think it'd be a really fun idea, and it'd be really fun to see what people would come up with for that, and it would be a really fun video. Just got to be able to rent the space for that. And then the other idea, which was the 30K idea that we didn't quite get, but we could opt it out. We're also thinking of doing another part of the Lifelink
something
event.
like that, and like actually stick towards our original goal of the event.
If you came and watched, you would have seen us just like flounder, like little baby beans trying to do shit in that game, but it was very difficult. I recommend checking out the video when it drops on the Goop video. Not Goop video, Goop channel. That's going to be a while. Someone explain the Lego race.
I already explained something.
The Lego race is basically there'd be 2 people right next to each other on shitty foldable tables, building the same exact Lego set as fast as they can to try and beat the other person to finish it. And all the while, there would be hazards for them to deal with. So, like, I'm not sure if we're going to live stream it and have there be, like, donation goals like how Zuckles did, where if they hit a certain amount of money, Swagger came in and stomped it. But there'd be, like, water balloons being thrown at you while you're trying to build it. I wanted to have people get shot by airsoft guns occasionally.
There was a different idea that I just completely ignored for this idea of this thing. So like I just thought of something else and just kind of improvised it, and then like completely ignored on actually what we were gonna do.
How?
I don't know. I thought we were doing something else. Okay, after this, do you want me to explain what my idea of the game was?
So that's what we're actually doing. What did you think we were doing, Travis?
Okay, so I thought there would be like 3 teams of like 2 or 3 going, and like each of them you have to like race to like to a big box. Each team gets a big box of Legos, okay? And they get a minute to siphon through the Legos to pick out the right pieces to be able to build a car. And they would have to race this car down like this track. And then whoever would win with this car would win.
Where did this come from?
You invented like 7 extra details.
We've been talking about this for like a month now.
What? How did you?
You turned that into some Boy Scout shit.
That is not a bad idea.
It's
at
not.
All. But that was not in the plans
not the
at
plan.
all.
It's a solid idea, though.
It is.
We'll write that one down.
And we'll name it Lego Race.
Make it even more confusing.
So,
anyways, that's what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of fun shit, and as well as like those bigger videos, we're working on things to do more frequently that don't take as much planning, effort, or like coordination, I guess. Like some smaller, just more funny shows.
Schlatt wants to do a show.
Schlatt has an idea for a show, which could be really, really good. And we can probably just make up some as well. And there might be plans to have a Goop Twitch account and do stuff on there. So a lot of fun stuff with this. It's not just throwing your money into the ether. There's going to be a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good time.
And then the money that we have spare, we can, if that will potentially have spare, we'll reuse it to make more content with it.
Yeah, it's like all into the content. None of us are getting paid for it yet.
Mm-hmm. It's like if we have leftover, we could do my idea of the Lego race.
Anyways, that's what's happening. Let's wrap this podcast up.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Make sure to bye, everybody.
Buy my
That
Youtooz.
was the Goopcast.
That was, in fact.
September 20th. Buy my Youtooz.